Hi everyone, this is Perry from the Hampton Network, back with another video. Today is February the 9th, 2020. So today I'm going to be discussing some crypto news. We'll be talking a bit about crypto taxes. I'll also be going over, my, opinion of the market, whether I think is bullish or bearish. I'll also be speaking about the Bitcoin halving that's coming up later this year. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to share my actual cryptocurrency portfolio with you. At least for the most part, it's about 85% of the coins that I currently own. So I think if you stay to the end of the video, that'll be exciting. I also want to, I'm going to talk to you about, the journey that I'm on to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, right now I'm thinking about 397 or 398 subscribers. My first goal is to get to 1,000, so I'd appreciate it if you like the content. If you would please like the video, subscribe, share, click on that notification bell so you can be notified when I actually do new videos. The goal for 2020 is to be more consistent in putting out videos. I'm going to try and start with perhaps a video a week, see how that goes, but things are very busy here, but I'm certainly going to try and do that for you guys, get you some valuable content out there. So what you see on my screen here is just a visual representation kind of the market. As you can see here, you see Bitcoin, just a little small circle. So basically, this is cryptobubbles.net. So basically, the bigger the bubble, the bigger the percentage gain. And I have this set on the period is for the day, okay? So you can see Bitcoin over here gained roughly 2.1%. If you want to see the current price, you just click on that bubble there and it'll tell you it's currently one Bitcoin is 10,056. That's on this particular graphic right here. It will change based on other markets, and I'll certainly show you that because I got a couple of different ones I want to show you. Should be showing you a heat map next, and then one after that. It's pretty much the one that most folks use, which is coin market caps. You'll see the difference in each of these, but I actually like the bubbles here. But let me do this live. Let me go ahead and refresh here. If I can refresh here, see if anything changed. Okay, so you can see, yeah, look like a change. I see a little bit more red in the market here. But let me go ahead and move on to the heat map here. Let me go ahead and, this is Coin360, so it's coin360.com. I have this one, by the way, set on the 1 month so you can see the gains for the month. But let me go ahead and refresh this real quick. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, so on the 1 month performance, Bitcoin is currently at $10,108. So it's a total gain on the month of 23%. I mean that is extremely huge. Also, if you take a look at some of these other cryptocurrencies, now remember this is the 1 month performance. So in other words, Ethereum has increased 57%. Bitcoin Cash that looks like 63%. So you can see this market is actually booming. And my sentiment on the market is we're currently at the very, very, very beginning, I think, of the bull market. Now, can we pull back? Probably at around 94 or 9,200. I'll say anywhere between 940 and 9,200, of course. We're going to have dips in the market. That's just normal. And then before I continue on, I'm not your financial advisor. This is only, it's not financial advice. This is only based purely on my opinion and speculation. I'm not like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely for information and entertainment purposes only. However, in my opinion, I do think the market is currently bullish. And if you were ever thinking about accumulating, I think we're definitely in the accumulation phase. But I certainly, kind of think that we're, slowly but surely running out of time. I don't even know if any of us will see a Bitcoin below 8,000 or 7,000 again. Once again, you can't predict the market, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So anyway, let me move over to the coin market cap. I'll do a quick refresh on this. Okay, this one more folks are familiar with. So currently you can see there's 5,099 cryptocurrencies in existence today, over 20,000 markets. Current market cap is 287 billion. 24-hour volume is 131 billion, and the Bitcoin dominance stands at roughly 63.8%. So coin market cap is basically where pretty much everybody goes. I think CoinMarketCap is probably one of the most visited sites for cryptocurrencies in terms of, wanting to learn about the cryptocurrency and get, a quick price update and see, see how the trends are going. So if you want something less visual but more commonly used, CoinMarketCap is the place that you may want to go. And once again, that's coinmarketcap.com. Okay, real quick, this is very interesting. This is an article by Forbes on, it's a guide to cryptocurrency tax rules, and especially being that, it's tax time. So I wanted to kind of bring this to folks. You can kind of, I'll put a copy or a link to this article down in the description below. So you guys can go and look for yourself. I kind of highlighted, I think the more important pieces here in yellow. So according to Forbes and also I'm assuming the IRS, they say cryptocurrency is actually considered to be property. Okay. So in its capital assets, they give rise to capital gains and losses when they're disposed of. Okay. Now, if a coin has been held for profit rather than amusement, which is presumably almost always the cases, then it's a loss on its deductible capital loss, okay? So basically, they only give rise to these capital gains and losses when they're disposed of, meaning, if they're traded or sold, that's what we're talking about there. So in computing a gain or loss, you use as your starting point the basis of an asset, which is nothing more than tax lingo for your original purchase price after some adjustments, okay? So sales, number two, sales are not the only form of taxable transaction. You have to report the disposition of a virtual coin if it is sold for cash, okay, basically when you sell it, if it's traded for another crypto, which I really hate this part, or if it's used to buy something, okay? But merely transferring your coins from a wallet to an exchange or vice versa is not a disposition, okay? So nor do investors who buy and hold owe a tax, okay? We'll skip on down here to number 4. So they're talking about the exchanges here. So coin exchanges based in the U.S. File information returns on customers with a lot of trades. So basically the 1099-K, which is mandatory for a customer who in one calendar year does at least 200 transactions with proceeds totaling at least $20,000, okay? So make sure that you are reporting, and just know that I know I'm with Coinbase and a few other exchanges, but Coinbase in particular, they're definitely reporting this to the IRS. Okay, some of you may or may not have heard of forks. It's basically an upgrade of a coin when basically when it in terms of stocks, when a regular stock is when it splits in two. Okay, for the most part, but the IRS has a different view of coin split ups that occur when a blockchain forks into two chains. So it thinks that the splits creates a windfall equal to the starting value of the newly created coin, and that this windfall should be taxed at high ordinary income rates. So basically, Bitcoin, there's forks of Bitcoin, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV. So it's anytime cryptocurrency forks, you'll want to pay close attention to that, because the IRS pretty much views that split as both to be considered as ordinary income. So just be aware of that. Airdrops, I don't like this one either. Airdrops create ordinary income. Every now and then, an airdrop, as you can see, here's a random distribution of coins in the course of a marketing effort. So from time to time, a lot of exchanges will support an airdrop, and all that is basically, in layman's terms, I'll give you a good example. Tron had an airdrop. EOS had an airdrop. BitTorrent had an airdrop. All this is think of an airdrop as free crypto, and it'll automatically be placed into your account if the particular exchange that you're on supports that. So just the key here though is anytime you get an airdrop, anytime you get any free coins, the IRS considers marketing giveaways to be ordinary income, so you'll be taxed on that as well. Mining. I actually mine crypto myself. Once again, the IRS says mining creates ordinary income. So when you're mining crypto, I use Honey Miner. I did a video on that. That's actually on my channel where I did a video on Honey Miner mining. It's very easy to do, but just know that IRS considers that income when you mine crypto. Staking give rise to ordinary income. The coin that comes to mind, and I actually hold this coin, it's called Tezos. It's basically like I look at rewards and staking as like basically rewards, or if you compare it to the stock market, it would be pretty much like dividends. Okay, but the Great IRS says if you're staking, whatever staking rewards you get, it's going to be ordinary income, okay? So I just want to just go over just a few of those with you. Like so I'll put a link to this article down in the description. So once again, folks, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, please. I'd certainly appreciate it. You can certainly help me on my journey to 1,000 subscribers. So I would certainly appreciate anything you could do in terms of likes or subscriptions. It certainly supports the channel. So I want to kind of highlight this one article real quick, just to kind of give you a view of how this particular individual what his sentiment is on the market, which kind of mirrors mine. But I really want to highlight, Anthony Pompliano. He's basically the co-founding partner at Morgan Creek Digital. So he actually believes that Bitcoin's price can hit $100,000 at the end of 2021 due to limited supply and increased demand. I tend to agree with him, and I'll quote him. Says Bitcoin just hit 10,000. I still think that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 by the end of December 2021, based off, once again, fixed supply and increasing demand. He also goes on to say time will tell. That's the same thing I say, but once again, no one can predict the market. But when we talk about the halving that's coming up in either late April or May, I think you guys are going to see the scarcity in this market as it relates to Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and just talk about the Bitcoin block reward halving countdown. This URL, I can actually put this in the description as well. It's bitcoinblockhalf.com. That's this particular website here. And as you can see, in 92 days, and this is an estimate, and they're kind of estimating at this point, the 12th of May, but remember, it could happen sooner, okay? So what happens is the Bitcoin block mining reward has every 210,000 blocks right here. The coin reward will decrease from 12.5 to 6.25 coins. So basically they pay the miners once they successfully validate a block. Today they're getting 12.5 coins. Well, that's going to decrease to 6.25 coins at the halving. So as you can see, currently there's total Bitcoins in circulation is 18 million, okay, total in circulation today. There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever to be produced. It cannot and it will not exceed 21 million. So that's the cap. That's the limit. That's a very important point. Once again, the percentage of total Bitcoins mined, this is another key point, 86%. So that's not much left to go. And in other words, the total Bitcoins left to mine is only 2.7 million. So that's all they have left over. And I've also read in articles where they say the last Bitcoin will be mined somewhere around the year 2140. I think it will happen before that, but it's very important that you just think about that and make your decisions accordingly, because like I said, my view on the market is bullish. We're just beginning to get into a bull run. Once again, I do think that the market could certainly dip, which is perfectly fine and normal. Matter of fact, if it does dip down to 92 or 9400, it gives me more of an opportunity to accumulate more Bitcoin. And also I currently use what we call dollar cost averaging. So I buy actually Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Stellar on a weekly basis. So every week, regardless of the price, I'm buying those three assets. And also I buy other assets as I look at the market conditions and decide to purchase it. So real quick, I had told you guys at the end of the video, I guess this is kind of a surprise. I kind of just want to go over my cryptocurrency trading strategy and also, my portfolio. So I kind of put it in this document here. So like I said, the goal here is I'll increase my cryptocurrency portfolio month over month by a minimum of 10% for the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. So I have a holding portfolio and a trading portfolio. In the holding portfolio, and I basically keep that on cold storage. I have a Ledger Nano X and a Ledger Nano S that I keep those, keep my portfolio on in terms of the holding portfolio. So I do not touch that holding portfolio. And that, as of today, contains roughly 65% of my crypto assets. So the remaining 35% is going to be in my trading portfolio. And that's basically on, Coinbase. I also definitely use Coinbase Pro to trade. I'm also on a couple of other exchanges, but I trade mainly on Coinbase Pro, and I did other videos, and I'll put the links to those in the description below about how I, a more in-depth look on how I trade on Coinbase Pro. Okay. So I've also put here, other than the hot and cold storage on my trading portfolio, I'll actively trade as necessary via the trading portfolio, also based on market conditions. So, if I see, if I based on technical analysis, if I think Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other of the coins may drop, or if they increase, I make those trades accordingly. So basically, if I think they're going to decrease and if I've already made profits, I'll put in stop losses to make sure I maintain those profits and I don't lose money. That's very important. You should always use stop losses, always. Okay, so my notional timeline, as you can see, 2019, I've actually done this. 2019 is going, it was a good year, so I accumulate the cryptocurrency and also I take profits as necessary. 2021, I think this is going to be a huge year, especially around the end. I do anticipate that Bitcoin will be, I'm going to speculate and say roughly between 50,000 and 100,000 by the end of 2021. So leading up until then, I'm still going to accumulate. I also evaluate my portfolio. I could sell some assets and I could buy more assets. It just depends on the market conditions. Okay. Also 2022, that's the time where I'll take profits as necessary. Once again, depending on the market conditions. Fast forward another 3 years in 2025. Actually evaluate my portfolio again based on the market conditions. Continue to take profits as necessary. 2029, use a portion of the profits for my retirement and definitely live comfortably. My retirement could actually be before 2029. It just depends on the market and all my other many investments that I have. So right here's where I kind of release my actual portfolio to you. So you can see my top holdings right now is Bitcoin, clearly, Ethereum, Cardano especially. This is my favorite altcoin, is Cardano. VeChain is another altcoin that I have a lot invested in. I have a lot invested in these coins here. Now, some of my other holdings, which all of these coins are great. I think I'm very confident in these projects. I know they're going to do well. They're already doing well. So the other holdings I have are Litecoin, Orchid, Chainlink, Ripple, Stellar, Hedera Hashgraph. I think this one's going to be huge as well. Decentraland, Holochain, Tezos. I use this one for staking. So if you're on Coinbase, make sure, it's not financial advice again, but if you pick up Tezos, you get those staking rewards, or what's equivalent to dividends. Okay, I also hold EOS, Ethereum Classic, and the only one stable coin is USDC. So that's just a quick overview of my portfolio and my trading strategy here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, but I want to thank you guys for watching. And once again, if you would like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell so you'll be notified of future videos. And please share these videos with your friends if you found them valuable. And I certainly would appreciate you guys helping me on my journey to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, folks, have a good day.